Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire, the care we give.
Baby girl.
At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
I'm Jarrell Yayi, a proud Aboriginal man and former Origin great 172. FOGS was established in 1997 by Dick Tosser-Turner and Alan Graham to honour the legacy and contributions of Queensland State of Origin players. FOGS isn't just about celebrating past glories, it's dedicated to making a difference in the community. From supporting grassroots and elite rugby league to fundraising charities that are near and dear to our members' hearts. Through the connections of our Queensland Maroons, we hope to shape a brighter future for all.
Welcome to Durumble Country, where tradition, talent and community collide. At the heart of it all, rugby league, a game that unites city and bush, past and future. This is the CQ University Confraternity Carnival. Here we play with heart, faith and the spirit of confraternity. Proudly hosted by the Cathedral College, where the spirit is alive.
You might not see them at first, but they're there. Threads. It is the connection we feel when wearing the blue and gold. We're more than just borders. We're brothers, bound by the values of presence, simplicity, family spirit, and love of work. These are the threads that connect us, past, present, and future. And when our time here ends, those threads don't break. They travel with us in the choices we make, the friendships we keep, and the faith we carry forward. We're stitched into something greater, because at Marist College Ashgrove, every thread matters.
Bringing out the big guns, mate. Look out. Yeah, I'll have to be unbiased being an Iona old boy.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, hang on a second. Oh, hang on, I've got my finger all over that. Hang on, where the fuck's the camera?
I can hear Clayton Sharp now. Play a straight bat. Yeah. Play a straight bat.
All right, you ready? Bring us up, buddy. Final game of day one of Confraternity. Sean Chapman, probably the unluckiest referee not to officiate in the State of Origin. He's joining me in comps. How are you, Chapo?
Very well, JD. How are you?
Good, we're underway. Cathedral College kicking off from left to right. Iona College receiving, and we are underway. And Chapo will be joining us in commentary for this one, the last game. And a big crowd starting to form around field one, the first penalty. As Caden Graham is the referee. Looks fantastic, that salad. Where did he get that from? Terrific.
Mackay referees, JD.
Yeah. Oh, well, they can grow anything up there. That's not going to find touch here, so won't be happy. It's going to be taken there by Terrick Law. coach killer. We've seen that not for the first time. The breeze was actually with him. It was a skipping run here from Ciali, and Ciali will get across the 30, driving forward. Tackled there by Daniel Cash, who had a strong game earlier this morning. Dummy half now is Busby. He finds the front rower going for a charge is Bateman, and Bateman goes sideways, loses a lot of metres there. Bateman looks for an offload there. He's going to have to take his medicine. Hell, says the referee. 30-metre mark now behind him. Parker Hunt, good carry there from Hunt, has to be pulled down eventually there by Lucas Coleraine. Quick play the ball here. Look out, here comes Cathedral College. The big fella, close to the try line. Last tackle now, says Graham. They go to the left hand. They have numbers here, Cathedral. Just got to catch and pass and score in the corner. Dives in and does so there. And Isaac Darla will get the first points for Cathedral. Lovely play there, Chapo. How about that? Keeping it alive, left-hand side. They had the numbers.
Great play from the home team there, John. Probably, I'd say Iona probably ruining missing the penalty kick for line.
Well, we talk about errors. We talk about handling errors, penalties, and they can leak points in the back end here. They're only 20-minute halves, as you know, so you can't really afford to give away too many penalties in a short space of time.
No, you need to take advantage of every opportunity you do get. 20-minute halves, I can assure you as a referee in previous years, they do go very quickly, so you need to take every opportunity when it comes.
Iona College, but really impressed with some of the carries there. Mick Busby as well, dummy half, Bateman. They just charge towards that left-hand side now. I don't know, as a referee, do you sense that they spot a weakness in the opposition? We saw the St. Lawrence's game here where they just kept going to the left-hand side, kept left. You must control yourself and say, don't go that way again.
Sometimes you can feel it
more
coming.
Players coming the other way. So you got the best seat in the house here. Now, while we're waiting for this conversion, let's talk about the Brisbane Rugby League and obviously referees. We've got the referee here in Caden Graham from Mackay. This conversion attempt is waved away. Doesn't matter whether the season started or otherwise, you can still sign up to become a referee.
Absolutely.
Join the fray?
Yeah, you can do, mate. Like there is courses and things to be done and scheduled through the year, but I know that locally in Brisbane they're getting out to some of the schools as well. Some of the schools we're seeing here. Yep. I know Iona College and St. Lawrence's have had some referee induction courses, which it's seen some really solid numbers, which is great to see.
Restart here from Munro. We'll talk about your involvement here at the carnival with the army of referees you've got out here. Here's a good carry back in the line here, Cathedral College. Well, they like nothing more than to satisfy this crowd. Last game of the day here on field one. That's a short pass. Bateman. Flat ball. Gets to the 40. This is Alexi Ciali. I can't believe some of these kids are still at school. Imagine the size of their lunch boxes. They're probably just a big chili bin.
Mate, if school fees aren't enough, the lunch bill would double down on you.
Exactly right. That's a lovely way to kick just into the end goal area. Does he make his way back out here? Does Boa? I don't think he has, and that's going to be a line dropout. How many referees have got up here this carnival, given there's 72 games a day?
Right, we bought from Southeast Queensland, I'd say around about 30 referees from Southeast Queensland. We drove 2 busloads up from Brisbane. We've got some referees, carloads from Toowoomba. And, mate, there's plenty of us here.
Yeah, outstanding. Well, we need you.
Absolutely.
It's going to be, no, coming from your cricketing days, that looked like one of your deucers, mate. It was going to spin the other way, but went the other way.
I would never have planned for it to do that,
No, who does? Alexis Ciali now again. Cathedral College, great field position. Again, we're 5 minutes into this game, and it's been all to the right-hand side of your picture here for the live stream. All 7 grounds being live and free. Just a quick note again, just don't believe in any scams where you've got to pay for this. It's all free. Bliss comes back into the field of play here, and Coomber will go over, and so they're on the front foot here. Cathedral College snapping left step there, and he comes up with 4 more.
Home team have got some good momentum here, John. It's a great start for them.
Just the way the possession they've had. As I said, we've been looking to the right-hand side of field one for every minute of this first half, and they've come over. Now, obviously, you're not refereeing yourself. What is your role here, mate?
So my role is a match day coach and,
Yep.
and mentor to the referees. So we've got quite an army. You see those online will probably see from the live streams. There's multiple different uniforms. So everyone is wearing their local association uniform this week. Come finals time, there'll be sort of the stock pink QRL uniforms being worn. But in the days leading up to that, each of the referees gets to represent their home association, which hence the variety out there. We've got Townsville, Cairns, Mackay, as we see out here now, Brisbane, Sunshine Coast, Gold Coast, Toowoomba. We've really got and local Rockhampton referees as well. So it's really good representation of what we've got here in Queensland coming through the ranks.
And conversion is successful, and I think we had more NRL referees than we've ever had before in last year.
From Queensland?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, we've got some really strong representation there. With the likes of Chris Butler, Wyatt Raymond, Liam Kennedy. It's great to see, and Belinda Sharp, and notably from Queensland. And so great representation from across the board. Peter Goff also is from the Sunshine Coast. Fantastic to see, mate. And the pathway's well and truly there.
Boa, restart. Doesn't go as deep as he wanted. That's the 30 metre that he's taken it on. Cathedral College have had hardly any footy, Iona College. And that's a great defence. Gangland tackle there, led by Benevenuti, the skipper. Zach Bateman, driving forward around the ankles there is Daniel Cash. Shimmy's left, goes to the right-hand side, gives another ball now to Ciali, again the big 13. A handful. Kicking early, no winger back here, needs a good bounce here, and the bounce, kicks it off the knee, knocks it on right on the chalk, can you believe it? Oh, give me another crack at that.
Fantastic play. Fantastic effort. And while we're at it, John, I've just been reminded, I've forgotten to mention the Ipswich referees. So shout out to my friends in Ipswich, and notably a young man who's tuned in today, Robert Thornton. So shout out to you, Robbie.
Right.
Hope you're enjoying the coverage, mate.
Exactly, and why don't you work? He's got a bit of a knock to the head here, the fullback. So, when you say a mentor, so I noticed that the referees at halftime, you go down and have a chat. You guys actually don't just look, you're taking notes. I see you've got the notepads out there for those of you who can, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, some of us, we can put a
pen
pen
to paper,
together,
mate. The E might be back to front, but that doesn't matter.
Mate,
but you obviously go down and you make notes and give them some suggestions. And
absolutely.
Do they ask you?
Yeah, they do, mate. Yeah, they do. If just particular angles. If we see something, in a different, have they done that? Have they made the right movement? Have they made the right action? And that's our job, mate, is to give them feedback on that, feedback on their movement, positioning.
Oh, yeah.
Their 10 metres, the consistency around that. So just the basics that can facilitate the flow of the game and just make it enjoyable for the crowds and the teams. It's something we really put a lot of effort into is. Just really putting good polish on the games and contributing and facilitating, the spectacle that goes out to the people at the ground and also those that are tuning in on the live stream. So it's we're very fortunate. They're a great group that we've got. That they're all ears. They're like a good sponge. They want to take in as much information as we can give them, and that's why we give up our time. A lot of us, we've got full-time jobs. We take leave to be here with the guys, and it's because we really care and want to work with them and see them just become better match officials and get them through the pathways into junior reps, into Cyril Connell Malmaninga Cup, and then onwards and upwards from there into strong community footy, and then ultimately with the goal that if they want to go to the Host Plus Cup, we can do what we can to get them there.
Sean Chapman, part of the referee army, as I said, is up here, one of the mentors and for mine, and I will be honest here, I know we muck around a bit, but I've seen you do a lot of refereeing. Your communication with players is outstanding, and probably deserve high honours, and I'm sure they will come for you, Chapper. I think you do a great job when I've seen you referee. It's Quite a pleasure.
Appreciate that, mate. I can still remember night one walking into Fairfield, mate, trying to put my name down to become a referee. Never ever thought I'd get to where I've got.
Yeah.
The game's really great to you if you give to it. It definitely does give back. So I've been fortunate to get to BRLA grade level, and really enjoyed the challenge that comes with that, mate. So it's a great game.
It can take you places. I mean, you went to Las Vegas.
Certainly has.
Yeah.
Yeah, done 2 trips to Las Vegas to referee the 9-a-side tournament.
There you go.
Before the NRL matches on the Saturday, and
you came away with 2 brides. You went to Little White Chapel. That wasn't in the playbook, but anyway.
I disposed of the cups and calendars, mate, when I got home.
But that's what I say. It can take you all around the world, a rugby league referee.
It certainly can, mate, and you know, I may have possibly had my flight booked for 2026 already. So.
That boy.
Yeah.
So you go. I'm surprised you're allowed back in. Donald wasn't there when you went over the last time, so we'll see what happens.
Bit nervous about that, mate.
For sure.
Hopefully he lets me in.
So 8.5 minutes remaining, 10-0 the score here at Field 1. And at the Cathedral College, it's not out of it. Iona can get some points on sometime before Oranges. You can bring them right back into this contest. Let's go back and play on the mark. As we mentioned, 2021 was the Confraternity at Iona, unfortunately cut short by COVID. That's a nice bounce. Gets close to the sideline here for Iona is Connor Quinn. Dart from dummy half and doesn't get too far there. He's only a small player. There is George Harvey. I think he scored 1, maybe 2 tries earlier today. Now it's Luke Coffey. So the first 3 carries have been from the backs. A bit of a bunch here, Iona. I don't think you can see it on screen, so you can throw a blanket over them. It's with Harrison Cameron. And they're 8 short of halfway. Sun's starting to set here at Rockhampton. That's been a coughed up. Not ideal here. It's with Isaiah Agdala, the try scorer. It wasn't too much wrong with the pass. Just couldn't quite take it on the wing. And here he's the man-child there on Lenski Osiali.
Speaking of refereeing, we do it for a reason, and that's probably one, mate. We don't have to stand in front of some of these
Something
guys.
Like that. Yeah, most certainly. Seabold now. Have you ever come knocked over accidentally by players?
No,
just your own 2 left feet.
I'm trying to find a bit of timber to touch, mate. But look, in 15 years, I think I've gone over twice.
There you go.
So that's not too bad.
Definitely. I've seen you dance. 2's pretty good.
Mate, it probably looked like I was dancing on one of the occasions at least.
There you go. So, but as I said, best seat in the house. So if you ever think about it, get out there and do some refereeing. If your career's over and you still want to be involved in the game, get out in the middle. So all that, insightful inspiration you've passed on to referee, you can go out there and listen to it yourself and see. It's not as easy as it looks.
No, not at all. It's a challenging job, but it's rewarding, mate. It's and you know, plenty of support networks around you as well. You might feel like you're alone out in the middle, but
here's a catch and pass situation here, and they'll go over and score again. Cathedral College. Can't quite see the number 12. And Taj Seabold go over, and that's not what Iona wanted going into the shed. Still 6 minutes remaining. 40-minute mark, and it's looking pretty. What's the conversation? A lot of traffic going to the left-hand side, Chapo.
Certainly is, yeah. The right side of Iona. They're, I think they're just going to have to grit the teeth a bit here, John, and work hard off this next kickoff to try and keep Cathedral down their end and get a nice set in, and hopefully can put some points on before half-time.
Well, Iona, a strong college as well, and they played a little footy together, and we've seen it on a couple of occasions. We saw it this morning. St. Lawrence is too strong. Defending sides really need to, I know they don't play a lot, they need to trust their outside man. They're going to make that tackle. And if they start to come together, the opposition sees that and they exploit it and make that extra man by, just 1 or 2 metres where they come back in together to try and knock that guy over. You've got to trust that man
absolutely
to make the tackle. And that's what I love about scrums. We got that one-on-one tackle.
That's right. Yep. That's
right.
it. It's a good test.
Yeah, it is a great test.
Right.
It's
the
a great
ultimate test on you. Yep.
And that's why I was never going to be a back. I would have just would look very, very ordinary. But that's what they need to do here, Iona. They need to trust their outside men. But the big forwards and that man, Alexio Ciali has just been devastating up the middle third. That's not a bad strike. That's a really good strike. Oh, that would have hurt. But anyway, great strike, and they take a 16-0 lead as we see Iona come back for a restart.
Yeah, I think they'll be looking to get this one nice and deep, John, and nice, strong defensive set, and try and get some good ball and good field position. Looking to hopefully force an error, I'd say. That'd be part of their plan.
Trying to look at the scoreboard over there. Is it 16-0? Can't quite.
16.
16, yep.
That's the one.
People in the way. Cantler should know. Jack Armstrong now. Coming through with Smith. Hands out in front. Lovely stuff here from Zach Bateman. He too has been strong. With number 10. Slow play the ball. Good wrestle win there by Doherty. Still they go through the middle third here, Cathedral. Now they go to the left-hand side, come back the other way through their back row there, and Taj Seibold. Try scorer. Not the last. Turns around the fullback and Quinn. He'll pick it up right on the try line and brings it back into the field of play. You just see a pattern of play here from Cathedral, aren't they? They just go up the middle third and they shift towards the left-hand side because the right-hand defensive for Iona are seeing ghosts, right? They're really second-guessing themselves, so, you know, they'll be addressed at half-time.
They're executing their plan very well here, Cathedral, and it's putting a lot of pressure on the Iona outside backs now to try and truck it out of their own end and get some field position.
Well, they got a 3-on-1 out here. Goes himself. Here's an option now. Reels it in eventually there. There's Coffey, and Coffey kicks it in infield. He's going to re-kick it on the toe. That's the worst kick you'll ever see. He'll be very disappointed. That looking for 6 to go here. We'll look and see what referee Graham says. But play the whistle, play on. They go to the right-hand side. Throws a dummy. This Kendall goes back into the field of play. Still going as Kendall before he's going to be wrapped up 10 metres out from the try line. Last tackle now here, says Caden Graham. That's too slow. The line from Cathedral comes up pretty quick. Catch and pass. Try in the corner. Has to dive. With not much room to go. Flies through the air. We'll look for the touch judge's call here on Iona through George Harvey. He scored a couple of tries early today. He gets one flying through the air. Holy smokes, that's just theatrical. Mate, it reminds me of yourself, Chapo. What a try that was. But
hey, probably 30-odd years back, maybe.
So now, you don't do a lot of... Oh, yes, you do a lot of touch judging, stuff like that.
Correct, yeah.
You've got to look at so many things there for that try. I don't want to take too much away from a great try there from Harvey, but goalpost, sideline, try line, and grounding.
Yeah, in that position, mate. Yeah, look.
And this guy has to do it on his own because he has... Well, he can ask the touch judge, but...
That's right, yep, exactly. Yeah, no, they just work together as a team. I mean, they're not using communication gear in this match, but that will come towards the back end of the tournament. But, yeah, look, just, it's the old-fashioned hand signals the boys are using.
But essentially you could overrule. You see something different, but you still ask, obviously. But
that's
all those things you've got to look for.
That's right, yeah. Look, I think in that situation, definitely you're relying heavily on your touch judge to get himself in a nice position there to have a great snapshot of that grounding and the important touch line as well. And I think the boys are in a really strong position there and to adjudicate that one. So really good teamwork there from the officials.
Waved away. I'm not sure whether we'd get a restart, but the thing is, they do it all the time now, Chapo.
Yes.
It's not the occasional freak try in the corner. Look, we've seen 2 already, where it's just been absolute theatre.
They're quite acrobatic now, the outside backs. It's definitely it provides good entertainment, but also keeps us switched on the whole time as a touch judge. That's for sure.
Definitely. So Cathedral College come back. So let's brought them back in. 16 points to 4 as the breeze coming off the snowy mountains makes its way up to Rockhampton.
Mate, it's definitely reaching us, that's for sure. It's quite cool.
Well, this is embarrassing. We'll wait for the kicking team.
This is going to take our 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's the end of that. So that will be half time, and it's going to be a 16 points to 4 score line. 3 tries to 1. We'll take a break here Final game here, Day 1 Confraternity 2025. It's not over yet. Cathedral College, the home side, looking to finish on a high here at home. Back soon.
Into the arms of Farnworth. Herby! Oh, what a shot. Bostock. Katoa. Oh, held beautifully. Oh, that is just brilliant. Kicking for Bostock. Yeah! What a try, Jack Bostock. The crowd wants him to take off. He does take off. Just sit back and enjoy this wonderful sight. Last tackle, the poking kick, and it's a try! Sam McIntyre poaches one. Robson's away. What a tackle! Oh, Purdue straight through and he scores! Purdue, another try for the youngster.
For more than 160 years, Brisbane Catholic Education has educated generations of families in our schools. Covering the city, coast and country, our 140 plus schools across southeast Queensland are united to deliver an innovative and holistic education, one that nurtures students' minds, hearts and spirits, all with the aim of forging a brighter future. Brisbane Catholic Education, an education to believe in.
All the Toowoomba guys did, yeah, they come up through Dalby and end up that way. And they said it feels like you're going west, but you're actually heading north.
Well, really cool. No nothing. The nipples are bigger than a apple. Anyway. Yeah, bring us back in. Yeah. Final half of Confraternity Day 1, brought to you by CQ University, Fogs, Struddies, and the NRL. And Iona College down 16 points to 4, 20 minutes remaining. Very important. Sean Chapman, one of the referees, mentors and coaches up here for this carnival, not for the first time. How many have you done now?
Oh, what have I done? I've done 3 on field, and
yeah.
this will be my 3rd as a coach.
There you go.
Yeah, no, it's
So
great.
your first one was Bundy?
First one was Ipswich Brothers.
Oh, okay.
Way back.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, then did Rockhampton, then did the Iona, which lasted unfortunately a day and a half.
Yeah. So Iona, nice segue that, Chapo. That's why we got you in the box. So Cathedral College, we've got a very, very handy lead of 12 points, but anything can happen on these two sides, and they've really got to shut down. I don't know whether he's out there. Oh, there, he's just playing it now. The big 13. No, he's not out there. No, wait, she is. There's a bit of a knock to the head here to Zach Bateman, but hopefully the other guy's knee's okay. See Ali, that's the man I'm talking about. They've got to shut him down. That middle third has just been too strong from Cathedral.
Very strong in the middle. Got some good-sized bodies up the middle there, and it's making Iona work pretty hard.
Oh, what a grab. I don't think it's still the last. And the Cathedral have more often than not have kicked on the fourth and not the fifth. Driving forward, there's a lot of Iona players underneath there. Caden Graham, the referee's right there. They've kicked early quite a few times on the fourth, and that one there, that was a great grab by the 18, I think it was there, of Marcus Tipman. Threw it back inside. As we see Iona try and work it out now. It's a long way to the other end of the park. Slow to play the ball. They need a bit better than that. They need the quick men to come in, do a little bit of the work.
Definitely important set here for Iona to really establish themselves in this second half.
Definitely. And to get to a good kick. They had the breeze at their back, although it is starting to dip a little bit as the sun goes down here at here in Rockhampton, wherever you're watching in Australia or around the world. His hands, good work, catching past up. This is more like it from Iona. As the break gets them over halfway. Might be Coffey. Flat-footed a little bit here as with Turner. Now with Bailey Swift. Now there's two Swift brothers. They're both the size of Mount Everest. They need to use those players. They need to counteract what's happening in the middle from Cathedral. And those two players can do it. That's a good kick chase there from Harrison Graham. Kuma. Now, you're right about their set of six coming out of their own end, but their defensive set of six here has to be good as well, Chapo, from Iona.
Need to back this up, put a bit of pressure back onto TCC here, coming off their own end, and try and get some really good field position.
They're all a little bit flat-footed, but the difference I've spotted with, and I don't know whether it's fatigue, the difference I've spotted with Cathedral and with Iona, Cathedral are hitting the ball right on the advantage line here, and they're throwing that big guy. They need to do that same thing with Iona. It's almost a little bit flat-footed. They're like 2 or 3 metres behind the advantage line. Again, they're kicking early here, Cathedral College. So I'd just like to see Iona a little bit more intensity in their passes and hitting that advantage line. See, nobody's there really keen to get on with it.
Got some good field position to start here, and a nice strong run.
Yeah, the two tens coming together. Benefit now to the Iona captain.
Bit tangled up there.
Come on, guys, not soccer. Doherty. And the two 11s come together there. Armstrong, the tackler. Just a little bit of one outside. That's a good carry from the big number 10 there. And Cooper Benevenuti, the skipper, leading from the front. Dart from dummy half here from Turner. Turner steps off the left. Turner runs away from potential support out to the left. Last tackle now here, says Graham. They go to the left-hand side, catch the pass, grab a kick into the in-goal area, tries to pick it up. That's going to be knocked on, I think, by the Cathedral player. He's going to check with a touch judge, and I think this might be a try. I think Cathedral knocked it on. It's been dived out in the corner, and the referee's touched it. It is a try. That's exactly what happened. Who scored, I have no idea. But the grubber kick here, it's come off a Cathedral College player, and then it's been dived on, I think, from, well, it has been, obviously, by Iona. By who, I do not know. We'll just try and find out the try scorer. Pardon? Try scorer? Just try and check the try scorer. This has brought him right back into it.
Yeah, very timely. Good momentum now for Iona.
They don't care, Iona, as long as somebody scored the try. So there you go. Just checking with the camp.
Not getting much out of their bench. Good to see smiles down there.
They don't give anything up, Iona. They give other try scorers' names, let alone the playbook.
Plenty of smiles. I think a bit of relief there.
Yeah, definitely.
Execution of a plan. It's come off with points.
Definitely.
They just need a good set off this restart now after points. Completion.
Correct.
Put TCC down their end and make them work hard.
Conversion away from range. But Chapo, you're right. That first set of 6 coming out here, and then that defensive set of 6 as well. It's all a big puzzle, isn't it? They get it all together and get it right, Iona. They can get some points. So 16 points to 8, still down by 8. But belief is there that they can score tries against the home side.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that if they just look to consolidate now, nice solid set coming off their own line, nice kick down into the 20, get a few tackles in between the 20 and the 30, and it's going to work. It's going to work well for them.
Once again, the kicking tee. Iona are blowing up Deluxe, by the way, because this is taking time. The clock doesn't stop. And one thing I do notice, and for those of you watching at home here, you may see the referee put his arm up to stop the clock. That's just training.
Correct.
And to keep them fresh, this clock does not stop. So 13 and a half minutes remaining here for Iona. Lights are on, getting a little bit darker. The final will be played in the middle of the day, which will be good for Johnny Stevie Wonder Divine here. It's not as good as it used to be.
That makes 2 of us, I think.
Exactly, but we're used to some of the lights around the Host Plus Cup grounds aren't the greatest either, so we're slightly attuned.
It's where the monitors come in handy, mate, isn't
totally.
it?
Definitely the monitors. Love them. It's a good set here from Iona. That's going to go close to halfway line, Doherty. Under ball here. Oh, good contact. Bounces out of that one there to Lachlan Smith. Against Ciali. Now it's the last. That's the 40. They put it aerial. Chases are coming through. Disappointing. I thought they might have contested that one, Chapo. Anything could happen. You know, comes off the arm, the shoulder. It's kept alive here. I'd just like to see a bit more contest with those kicks. The chases were there. They could have done it.
Probably about a yard or two too deep, I think.
Maybe you're
make
right.
A contest there, and
true that.
Which is a shame because definitely need to contest for the footy. So.
Because if you don't get it, the opposition still get the footy.
That's
if you
right.
contest it, you've got a chance of actually getting the full away. You let him
That's right.
take the tackle.
Got a chance to force an error there
Totally.
too. You know, it's
And if not this time, the next time he'll know. They're going to come at me.
It's a game of inches at times, isn't it,
Totally.
Don? It's a couple of inches the other way, it creates a contest.
Most certainly. That's where you guys come in.
That's right.
Knock on or not.
That's right. That's where our urgency and positioning comes in, mate.
Yeah,
that's for
true.
sure.
Good call. So, again, Iona College with the footy. Down by 8. A little bit long pass inside here. That's behind the advantage line. Guess he makes some more metres there. There's Connor Quinn.
He's had a good day, Connor. He's had a great game against St Mary's earlier this morning, and very talented footballer.
Again, they're not getting anywhere. This is easy pickings here for Cathedral. Come to the blind side. Underball here for the wing to come in and make some yardage in Kendall, but again, not very far. That's the 40. Through the middle. That's good meters.
That's a solid run, that one.
That is a good run.
Great run.
Daniel Cash. Last tackle. Everybody's on side. That's just too deep. But the line needs to be solid. And cut down there. So that's 20 metres out from the try line here. So the defensive set here from Iona needs to be on point. Goose stepping run here from Darla, the try scorer. Scoring in the 5th minute.
Starting to become a nice little arm wrestle now this second half.
Noah, that's a good carry. Breaking through to the halfway line. Now the halfback goes for a crack there, and Villiers. That's going to look out. Oh, I thought for a moment there, there's a bit of interference in the ruck there. Would leak a penalty. Price now looking for a quick play the ball. Gets one. Lloyd puts that aerial. He's looking at who's coming. Flies. Knocked on. Knocked back. Is it play on? Try in the corner, begging. Cut down. The referee will say it's a knock on.
Got a whistle there. Looks like a double. First one, TCC.
First one's, TCC. So it'll be a changeover. It was the last.
That would be the best suggestion.
I was looking at the I was looking at the Iona player. He was looking at the ball, looking at the player, looking at the ball, looking at the player.
Looks like a TCC ball.
You really got to keep an eye on it. So, oh, there you go. So it was knocked on by
First one
Iona.
from Iona.
Kanak. This will really break the spirit of Iona if they get across here. Was there an obstruction there?
Jeez. Bit of traffic to negotiate there.
And the traffic being the big 13, that's a charge from dummy half, loses the footy, knock on. So, Chapper, there's a knock on here by Cathedral.
Cathedral, yeah.
And Iona pick up the footy. Do we play on or do we have the scrum regardless? Why do we not play on?
In certain instances, John, when say, you know, if they're more to a corner and there's only sort of one way for Iona to come out, sometimes it's better to just take it to a scrum because they don't really gain an advantage there for the zero tackle.
Well, I like it because it gives. We talked about it before, the set play, so it's a one-on-one. Yes, I agree. Yes, in that instance, most certainly it favours them. Whereas the midfield, you would tend to play on, would you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if there's a double, or the first one, you know, in that instance, if we say a little bit further down, Iona pick it up cleanly. Yeah, absolutely. You're looking to play on. Keep the ball in play as much as you can.
All right, cool.
Let the kids play, as they say, mate.
Let them play. Yeah, they're in the sandpit. Let the cats do the other stuff.
Absolutely. I agree.
So Iona now, this is a good carry. They're not out of it. Swift, that's Bailey Swift. He's big man, Kastner. Good play there, runs towards the players offside. Good vision there from your 9. Markers weren't square. Played the advantage there to see if it went any further.
That's right.
Back. Yeah, good refereeing there from Caden Graham.
Good execution there from Caden, yeah, absolutely. He's doing a good job here to facilitate a good game. So
it's one game, and I'll talk if we get time. We'll talk about that shortly about how certain referees get Div 1 or Div 3, and obviously his experience is part of it. Weaving through, he almost skipped through the Doherty. Here's a chance here for Iona. Can they get some points on the board and bring them back into this contest? Ankle tap, still alive. 7 3/4. You talked about him, Connor Quinn, the number 3. He's having a whale of a game.
He's definitely a standout for Iona in this match.
Well, they're going backwards here. This again, not hitting the ball on the fly, keeping it alive. Catch up footy as it is. Darting from dummy half, sort of, is the 9 and Kastner, and Kastner will take that 10 metres out from the try line. Right hand side. Throws a dummy, goes back in the opposite direction there. There's Munro. Last tackle now here, says Graham. Yeah, he's got to take that tackle. That's disappointing. Oh, no. I want to do that one again.
I think they'd love to have that one over.
Definitely. So that'll be change over here for Cathedral. Referee, so obviously on Friday we've got the finals. So you guys got to get together and pick the best man for the job.
That's correct.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Best man or girl for sure, because we do have a strong contingent of girls here to referee this week, and everyone's throwing their hat in, John, and the harder the decision. Means, you know, they've really made it hard, they've really all performed. So it's
so you have a selection panel?
Yeah, just the coaches that we've got here, mate. Yep. Yeah, we get together after each day and assess each of the reports. So we do a report after each match on each of the referees. They do receive those reports as well, so they take the feedback, and we like to see them implement that advice as we go through the week.
Oh, there's the bounce, and it's still alive. He was offside. I think the 5 was offside and was called out in Darla. So that'll be a change over here for Iona. So the clock's starting to go against them, Chapo. 5:20, 8 points.
2 scores needed now still. So, yeah, it's a good challenge for Iona. See how they go here of this structured restart.
Yeah, I think the middle third's not the way to go. They really need to start to go out towards that man, Quinn. Bowen's not out there. They're really missing the number 1. He got injured. So Connor now down the left-hand side. That might be
Coffee away here.
Coffee, yep. Coffee comes back into the field of play here. Coffee hangs onto the foot. He didn't look to try and offload it. Not that there was any options really there. There wasn't anybody in support. This is probably what the difference has been. The referee's got his flag up. Touch judges should say. He's gone all the way back to the halfway line.
Looks like a touch judge report of some sort. Oh, no, he's just coming in to take the mark. Might have been a foot on the touchline, possibly.
All right. A bit dark over there for us, so there you go. But it just seems to be, for mine, from watching this game, Iona, just not the same side that was against St Mary's, but maybe St Mary's let them play their own style of footy, whereas Cathedral haven't allowed that.
Cathedral looked to have a really strong, solid game plan happening and executing it.
Well, they haven't wavered from it.
No, they haven't.
And they haven't had to either, but still.
No, it's been a solid performance here from Cathedral, and the hosts of the carnival, of course, and looking to put on a good show for their families and the school locally. So they're doing quite a good job.
Oh, it's a weaving run here from the fullback in Biles. Last tackle now. The big unit goes for a driving forward, looking to hold him up. There's 1, 2, 3. One of those is actually Quinn. The centre's right next to the uprights and stops Ciali from going across. And now it'll be a 100 metres to the other end in this set of 6. They have to score in this set of 6 to breathe life. Keep a pulse. Again, Quinn.
Quinn again here working well. I think he's definitely earned the first shower and ice bath tonight, mate, I think.
Definitely. Cathedral just, they number up. They have a great defensive line. Look at that. It's almost like witches' hats. They're all exactly about 3 metres apart. Whoa, there's a big contact coming through. That's a beautiful, it is the 10. I thought it might have been, and that's Zach Bateman.
Definitely didn't miss.
No, terrific shot. Doherty trying to get through. Beats one. Finally, he's on the knee of Cathedral player, but no tackle there is Seabold. Last tackle, so there's something special happens here. Nicely taken the back there by Biles. He'll run to the 20-metre line before he's tackled. So Cathedral really needs to just run it down this set of 6. Last thing I'll do is cough up possession of this end of the field with Iona. Desperate for the footy. They just do what they've been doing all game. They just not one out stuff, so to speak, but they've really hung on to the footy. The possession's been strong. There haven't been too many knock-ons from Cathedral. They got to their kick more often than not.
Just calculated performance, isn't it, John?
Yeah.
They just, just banking coins as they go along.
Correct.
They've done it quite well this afternoon, and just over a minute to go, and there'd be some sore bodies. There's definitely no backward steps being taken by any of the teams that played today. There's lots of body contact, and they definitely know how to go hard at it, these guys. And it's not going to be an easy minute to go now. So we'll see what Iona can do if they can put some points on to finish this one strongly.
Yeah, Cathedral. That might have been one of the rare times they actually kicked on last and not the fourth. And held, says the referee. More than happy, actually. I think we should talk about sore bodies. There's another one. You already got a cake tin on as well, so he's had his head knocked off already, and that was Cooper Taylor. The ball's come loose here. It's been picked up here by Cathedral, and the halfback with the tackle gets the error. So Billy is. And you can just see here from how disciplined Cathedral are. They're just going to run it up here. Yes, they could actually throw it around, and they've got the lead to score the points there, but they're just doing what they've done all game and run it through the middle. Nothing fancy.
Looking at seeing this one out. 5 seconds now, and I think this will see time.
Last one, going for a field goal. No, I thought he's setting himself here for a field goal. And again, he'll just take the tackle there with the 5'8", and Archie Lloyd. So a win here, 16 points to 8. To the Cathedral College. The home side take the chocolates in this one against the Brisbane side. Sean Chapman, thank you for your time. Good luck for the rest of the carnival.
Thanks,
Get you
John.
back up here again as well, mate.
Mate,
Safe
would love
trip
to.
home, and behave yourself tonight. I'll be watching.
Thank you. Definitely. All well behaved, mate. We'll be back here bright and early tomorrow. Really appreciate you having me.
Wonderful. That is full time here on day one here. Cathedral College, the winners, 16 points to 8 here. Confraternity 2025 on behalf of myself, John Devine, all the commentators today, and our great camera operator. Thank you for your time. We'll see you all again tomorrow. Let's do that again. How good.